Okay, okay. Apparently that got screwed up. The heck? But it's not detecting you now, I don't think. Say something? Yeah, it's not pulling up you. Let me try. Okay, try that again. Still not pulling you up.
Let's see.
Okay, there it is.
This is the same three trailers. Okay, test.
It should be working.
All right. If you look at the bottom of the mechanic simulator, there's a link to their prologue, and the prologue page I think is actually better than the real page.
Where's their prologue page?
At the bottom, if you scroll way down, don't pull this up. More from Poly/Games. So I need system requirements. The prologue actually has GIFs.
Yeah. Prologue page looks way better.
Mm-hmm. Even the title looks better because there's now a prologue that draws your eyes to it.
Mm-hmm.
The trailers are the same.
You're finally here. You know how hard it was. Not as lucky.
Yeah, they are.
Let's see. Actually, no. The second one is a little bit different.
It's 1 second longer.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's more than a little bit different. I think it's actually a lot different. Because the second one was all about combat, and this one is all about repair and paint and whatnot.
Hi, Christine. Yeah, we looked at your game first. Hopefully that can help you out there. Alright, let's move on to our third and final game. So this is Genesis Noir. This was the game that we looked at that I got horribly stuck at on stream. But it was oozing style and jazz.
Or jazz and style.
Mm-hmm. So, right off the bat, thumbnail's really good.
Mm-hmm.
We have very abstract imagery. We have the title that is, right in the corner. And it's, big enough that you can see it, but not so big enough that it distracts from everything else.
And you can see a triangle drawing your eye. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the globe on the left to the kind of like the sun in the background to Genesis on the right.
Yep. And that's you want some kind of triangular shape drawing your eye.
Mm-hmm. And my eye keeps focusing on that star above Genesis Noir 2 as I'm like looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But really solid thumbnail.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Let's go to the first trailer. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, so cold opening. So we kind of... I like the transition from like the story directly into the gameplay. Really nice use of text there.
I don't like the Jerry that's so clear in there.
Yeah. Music, I think, fits really well. It is a little on the slow side. I kind of like the end part when he's like floating away after the gunshot.
Yeah.
I feel like you could probably cut maybe 20, 30 seconds from this. I like the text at the end. Really solid call to action at the end there.
Yeah. I think
Just a
it's
little
just
on the slow side.
too long and a little bit slow.
Yeah.
When you trim out that length, when you trim out some of the length, you make a second edit here, there, and you're gonna speed, make it feel faster, kind of thing.
Are you ready for the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, really solid cold opening with the gun.
If there it goes.
Giant Kamehameha. This one feels a little bit faster, just because of the kind of these scenes they're showing.
Yeah. I still don't like the jitteriness they're putting in there.
Yeah, it's a little distracting.
It is.
I don't know. Like I see like around the same signs as the first one, like very stylish but still very slow.
Yeah, it was fast at the beginning, but then it slowed down really bad.
Same kind of ending with the gunshot.
Yep, that's the exact same ending.
Yeah. I think the first one's a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Now the screenshots are definitely from the trailer.
Oh yeah. And also, like, for some reason, the third screenshot is tiny compared to all the others.
Hmm.
I think 7 might not be from the game, the trailer.
Maybe.
I don't
So
think
definitely,
9 might not be either.
yeah. I think like
10.
1 or 2, maybe 3 aren't from the trailer.
Mm-hmm. But you definitely don't want different size images there.
Yeah.
You definitely want stuff that's not in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's scroll down. So about this game, starts with like kind of like a movie poster. It's an anime movie poster, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit plain though.
Yeah. Could be. You think it's a little too big?
I mean, it's a little bit too big for what content is on here, kind of thing. But I don't think it's necessarily too big. But you have these two massive blank corners in here.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they needed to do was, shrink down the text a little bit so they can move the characters down and in, kind of thing, and then cut off the edges, kind of thing, so there's not so much blank space. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The second GIF is pretty nice, but it still has that jitteriness, when they're.
That's because it's right out of the trailer.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do that. That's having no GIF because
Mm-hmm.
part of the trailer.
The third one, that one is original, I think.
They're using yellow text, though. I mean, is that an image? That has to be an image.
Maybe.
And it's the same font as they use in the game, so that has to be an image.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I've never seen before, using an actual image for text.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's definitely standing out.
Yeah, it's matching to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about doing something like that. That could be very, very handy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Business for mankind. I mean, there's definitely style on this page.
But the issue is almost all the gifs are from the trailer, if not
Mm-hmm.
all of them.
Yeah. I think, again, kind of like the first game, it has that problem of style over substance that I don't know what it is that I'm actually doing in this game.
Mm-hmm. And also, I noticed that, on one of these, there's that screenshot in here, the small one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've reused the same content 3 times. They used it in the trailer, they used it in the the screenshots, and now they're using it in the GIFs down below. And that's like having 2 of
Mm-hmm.
these not account because I've
Mm-hmm.
already seen it.
Yeah. All right. Let's scroll back up. Information. Very little. Very, very little.
Basically, I would say nothing, basically, because I mean, it's just got the adventure tag and maybe a website.
Yep. No social media.
Let's click on the website and see. It is an actual website.
Mm-hmm. So no real way to like easily reach out to the developer other than the main website.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
They have
That's not
comic
very good.
books. They have music. All right. So, are you ready to start grading?
Yeah.
All right. Thumbnail, I think AA plus for me.
I give it a A.
Okay.
I don't know
Definitely
if it.
really solid.
I don't know if it makes it to A plus,
Mm-hmm.
but it could. I mean, I think it's borderline A plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's leaning slightly more towards the A side than the A plus.
All right. First trailer. Let me pause it here. Stop giving the music game. I mean, it's striking, but I don't know if it's really selling this game.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the right structure in it.
Mm-hmm.
They and they don't have the right speed and pacing.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think it could be a little. Again, I feel like a lot of the trailer issues we've seen today are on pacing. Like, they could all cut maybe 30 to 40 seconds easily from it.
Mm-hmm. And I think the second trailer suffers for pretty much the exact same issues, except for it had a better cold opening.
Yeah.
I
The
think,
cold opening on the second one put into like kind of like the speed of the first one, I think could be better.
yeah, I still don't think that would be a great trailer though,
Yeah.
but it would be better than what they have. What do
Mm-hmm.
you think about the trailer, grade wise?
I mean, it definitely draws your attention. It's not bad. Mm.
I'm
The question
thinking
is, do we give
either.
points for the aesthetics, or do we take away points, or how much we take away from kind of just like the lack of impact?
Maybe just a hair from aesthetics, but mostly from the impact. I would say maybe B plus, B minus.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, it's very hard because again, like when it comes to these trailers, problems are either the kind of presentation or structure is bad, or the art and the aesthetics of the game are just not helping to sell the game.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the art and the aesthetics are amazing, but but what's like shown in the trailer is just, it's just okay.
Yeah, and the thing is that art and aesthetics is technically your first arm into to marketing.
Yeah. So I think I'll give it. Yeah, I think C plus B minus. I think is fair.
Yeah. So
So,
screenshots, they're almost all the exact same. So, all those we would count as null.
so
There's
there's
a
really like
couple,
two or three.
there's a couple that were not. So there's like two or three screenshots, and one of them is really, really small.
Mm-hmm.
And
So we think like D.
yeah, D, I would say D minus, but they had at least a couple of screenshots that worked that
Mm-hmm.
were not in the trailer.
Yeah. So the about this game section, this is where it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, it gets really tricky here because structure wise, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they used, I think it's images as pictures or text as pictures for this different
Mm-hmm.
font to match everything else. That's really amazing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Structure is on point.
the 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 fact that there's so much hollow space in this first GIF though, and the
Mm-hmm.
fact that there's not too much action going in it, that kind of really degrades that GIF a bit. This GIF could be a
Yes.
lot better than what it is with just a
Mm-hmm.
minor change.
Yeah.
And then the fact is all of the GIFs we've already seen them because they were all part of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
This is no GIFs basically. No GIFs besides the first one. The first
Mm-hmm.
GIF is basically the only GIF.
Mm. I don't know. This is a tough one to grade.
Yeah, like structure wise, and like text, the special text wise, it's a clear A plus kind of
Yeah.
thing. But the fact that they screwed up every single GIF here, the first one by a little bit, and the all the others by a lot because they don't technically exist because we've already seen them.
Mm-hmm.
Really really hurts. Really hurts.
What do you
The,
think? Should we drop down to like a C?
mm, no GIFs though. I mean,
Mm,
besides the one,
yeah.
I'm thinking either D plus or C minus.
Mm. Mm. I think I'll give it a. I think I'll stick with a C because again, so much about this is going to be on presentation. I think most consumers aren't really going to care as much, but it does kind of hurt kind of the marketability of it.
Yeah, I'll go with a C minus.
Hmm. So the information panel, I'm thinking like D minus D on that.
I'm thinking D because
Hmm.
they did at least include a website.
Yeah,
And I mean, the game is an adventure game, isn't it?
yeah,
So they did get the most important tag.
yeah. But you do need social contact links, especially for people to promote your game.
And you
Because
also need more tags.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, the reason why I say this is that you want, like, if you want people to be talking about your game and promoting it, they need acts. They need to know how to promote your game. I played so and so from so and so,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't have that, people don't want to dig around to find relevant information, and they shouldn't have to.
Yep.
All right, so I think it's great. So
Good
final
thumbnail.
grade.
Sub average, slightly below average trailer.
Wishy-washy about this game page.
Yeah, and mostly non-existent screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the grade is really riding hard on that thumbnail.
Yeah. I think if we start at like A for the thumbnail and kind of like do like deductions here, what do you think? Like B
Well,
minus C plus or lower?
I think everything but the thumbnail all got like C's and D's.
Mm-hmm.
but the thumbnail got an A.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe the A makes up for the D's and brings them up to a C.
Mm-hmm.
And because the thumbnail is so important, it'll kick it up to maybe a C plus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like C plus is like a fair score.
Yeah.
And again, so much, like we say, so much about this rides on the first things people are going to see.
The
And
thumbnails in the trailer. The
mm-hmm.
thumbnail and specifically the first trailer.
Yeah. Everything else is just kind of like ways to either earn bonus points or lose points.
Mm-hmm. And for anybody who hasn't ever set up a Steam page, what's required is you have to have a thumbnail, you have to have a one trailer, and you have to have 5 screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
This game really only has 3 or two and a half.
Mm-hmm. As 2 trailers.
Yeah, a 3 trailer. Or is it 2?
2 trailers on this one.
It's 2. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is when did this game release?
It released about 5 days ago, 4 or 5.
Yeah, so it's in its first week and it's only at 128.
And that's not good.
Not a good sign. I think that if they had a better Steam page, a store page kind of thing, they could easily be it.
Yeah. It's considered very positive though, so at
400
least
plus,
yeah.
500.
And Mech Mechanic Simulator, that released about the same time, and that's at a little bit more, 191.
It's more than a little bit. That's like almost 1.5 times more.
79% view it as positive, and 81% view Genesis Noir as positive. Yeah. So Genesis Noir, I think. Uh-oh. Test, am I still here?
Yeah. What happened?
OBS disconnected for a second.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you're still on your stream.
Oh, wait.
You're
I
not
think
on
I'm
your
back.
stream. Your stream's buffering on my side.
Test. Okay, I think I'm back. That was weird. I think it was an OBS thing.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I think Genesis Noir is probably takes the crown for tonight.
Are you sure? I thought
What do we say?
Next Simulator took the crown for tonight.
I think they're both like around the same. Didn't we say like C plus B minus?
I don't remember.
I think for selling the game, probably Mechanic Simulator. Yeah, I think it's the better
more
one.
sales for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think Mech I think ekes out the win because the trailers and stuff show off more of the core gameplay loop.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think we had any real winners today.
Yeah.
We just
individual elements I thought were good.
Yeah.
But nothing that pulled it all together.
Yeah.
All right.
We definitely did not break our record. Our record of A minus for the highest score. And what we have for our highest score today? A C plus?
C plus B minus, kind of. Yeah. All right. So I think
get a B plus today.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yeah. So I think that will do it for this week's episode. So I'd like to thank everyone who submitted games. This time we only had the one from Kristen. Hopefully I didn't butcher their name too badly. But if you are working on a game that you'd like us to take a look at and review for a future show, please get in touch. You can follow me on Twitter at GWBlaster. And for you, Shark?
You can follow me at Nexus Games LLC 1. Or INC1. There we go.
And we will be back next Thursday around 3:30 ET for our next show. If you're interested in learning more about game design and game dev topics, tune to the Save the Extreme podcast Sunday starting around 4:30.
Yeah, and be sure to go down in the description and, sub to both mine and Josh's YouTube channel, as well as, hitting that, the bell, ringing the bell, licking the smash button, and all that stuff, because, if you don't ring the bells, YouTube is not going to, let you know of our streams. And, Josh has his content, and I have my content. Like, I have my dev streams every Friday, where you get to see me work on my game, Neon Continuum. And, of course, join both of our Discords. Links are down below, We both have very game dev focused Discords. Mine has game dev and stuff about my games, our games. And Josh's Discord has, stuff about, game dev and masochism.
All right. So with that said, I'll be back later for my regular game streams and come back for daily discussions on game design here and on game wisdom, where it's in the art and science of games. Until next time, everybody, take care.
See ya.